Hey there, what's happening, boys and girls? Thanks for stopping back into the channel today. Right here with the Rust Belt Mechanic. So today we made our way all the way up in here to the frigid Iceland of Michigan to see our buddy, Mr. Truckmaster here, getting this massive behemoth of a brand new toolbox right here in the background. This is going to be the debut for the new Sumo Series SP toolbox that I've kind of been leading up to on the channel over the last couple of months. I know we've kind of skewed away from it, but they're finally out, they're finally here, and he's getting one of the first ones. Let's check into it. So first off, I want to get Josh's opinion. Going from all these little boxes that you guys can see against the back wall, you're going to be going to this nice fancy toolbox. What are you thinking?
I'm speechless. I don't have words to say. First of all, if I may, Kyle, this is what I'm thinking right here. So, looking at the size of the top drawer on this right here versus what I have over here.
I think you got a little bit of room to spare over there.
I do. You're right. You're absolutely right. I think I can actually lay in the top of this toolbox right here. You know, I'm a pocket-sized man and all, so I could probably fit up here. Damn! But no, like I said, I'm speechless. I don't really have words to express how excited I am to be able to finally have some room for my tools. And I just have a garage. I'm not a mechanic. Although I'm building a Dodge Cummins from the frame up, but I'm not a mechanic, okay?
This thing is awesome, by the way. If you guys are interested in checking out any of his builds, go over and check out. I will leave the link to his channel in the description below as well. And if you guys want to see this thing actually being put together also, go ahead and check out his channel. He will have the whole video on us putting this whole thing together kind of in time lapse. But first, we're going to get this thing kind of put back into place, and then we'll go through every little detail about the whole specs and everything on this toolbox and what makes it amazing for the market today. It goes all of the way to your door frame. Hammer time! Alright guys, here is the beast already all set up and everything. Like I said, if you want to see the actual setup process, you're going to go over to Truckmaster's channel and see that one. You can see all the little things and the intricacies that we have here for it. You've got the power outlets built into both sides here in the hutch. Both of those have 6 110 volt outlets, as well as 2 USB ports there as well. Both of them, the power actual sources go through to the back of the box to be able to plug into it. The nice shelf that you see here is adjustable. You can put that up a little higher, or if you're one of the guys that likes it down lower for some reason, you can do that one. And then the actual lights that are built in up here, they're actually just magnetized to this little area, and then this direction can be changed as well. So you can kind of see down here where we can move it backwards or forwards more, depending on what you're kind of working on in what project area. That's really nice about the hutch. And the really cool thing is they come standard with all of these options. It's not extra add-on to add power. It's not extra add-on to add the lights to it. So that's really nice options for it. The pneumatics here are standard as well. Pneumatic arms for opening and closing the hutch. So you're going to pull this one all the way down and closed. And then when you go to open it, it easy opens itself there and levels out. Very nice and crisp. Now moving on to the lower portion of the box here. This is going to be, again, our main 73-inch box. You can see, first off, we've got power built into the side of the box. Again, the same kind of 6 outlet plus 2 USBs. I really like the paint matched handle right here. Very heavy duty steel handle. And then into the front with the different drawer configuration. Triple bank, you've got 2/3 of the box for your main big one here up on the top portion, as well as slightly larger ones there, mid-size in the middle, small ones off to the right. What's exceptional about these is going to be our specialty slides that we have for them. Doesn't matter how upset you get at your tools or your toolbox, dampening closed drawers on all of these drawers all the way down. So you're able to slam those things shut, and it's never going to slam and move your tools out of the way. All right, let's open up the cabinet, see what's in there. This is our hanger Hutch style cabinet. We've got 4 main little drawer areas, shelf areas, 3 inserts. You can adjust these 2 right here, and the top one is standard. It also has a hanging rack hook here in the middle section for you guys to hang whatever you might need in there, uniforms or anything along those lines. And again, very heavy duty, 14.5 gauge steel still goes into the drawers and the shelves on this side cabinet as well. The 14.5 gauge steel on this one is all standard. It's going to go throughout the entire box. It's not just going to be the different little sides or the bases, you know, the support structure. No, we're using 14.5 gauge steel in the entire box. That's one of the reasons why this thing is such a heavy duty box. It's going to be one of those boxes that definitely is going to last you forever. All right, so we've got Josh hooked up with his box here now. You can see what he was working with over here in all of these little tiny boxes that he's got everything spread out across 4 different ones, 2, 3, and 4 way back there in the back. So we're going to be consolidating a lot of space, aren't we?
Very much so.
So what are you most excited about going to this box?
Like you said, the fact that I can consolidate everything into one box, I can downsize, get rid of a few boxes, and actually have some garage space, because I'm not a full-on technician. This is just a garage that I build trucks in as a hobby. So it'd be nice to be able to increase some space so I can put more stuff in here.
Now, with the more professional side of the box, what do you see as the biggest upgrade and thing that you like about this one compared to going from some of the, I guess, less professional series boxes?
The biggest one is the top drawer. This is just my opinion. I love the fact that I can fit all of my sockets in one top drawer versus all the various boxes that I have. Literally, I have 3 sets of everything, of sockets, so I can actually finally look at everything in one drawer instead of jumping around. And then I would say the other thing is going to be the electrical connections up here, the USB ports, chargers. I love that because I have a lot of this stuff, you know, that I can finally figure out what I'm going to do with, instead of just putting it on, you know, wherever I need to. So
you're right. You're going to all these different power tools nowadays, and you know, when you're finding the best one to fit each individual jobs, how many different chargers do you have sitting around for each one of these? Also,
well, just as a garage DIYer, I probably have 20 different charge ports that I'm going to need. So it's it's really going to come in handy. So I'm really excited about it. And not only that, just the sheer curb appeal of the way this thing looks. It's just beautiful. It really dresses the garage up, and you have a sense of pride in taking care of your stuff as well when you have something nice to put it in.
I'm not going to lie. I've seen him just at random times come over here. He's like wiping off the little fingerprints or little smudges on the box here and there.
It's like a new car, you know?
Exactly. One of the other things that I really like about these two, and you're going to like down the road, is the fact that these have a dual UV powder coat done to them. This isn't like a standard like automotive paint or thinner paint that a lot of the other box manufacturers use. It is an actual baked on UV powder coat to it. So it's going to be a lot more resistant to any kind of scratching or damage that would come to it down the road. As you can see here, he's got a window right beside everything. So some of the other boxes you would have to worry about fade down the line, but this one, having the specialty UV powder coating, you are not going to have to worry about any of the fading at all in this paint down the line.
It's actually a good point, because with this is a U.S. General Harbor Freight one, and this is the same color, lime green, and I'd imagine that this looked just like that when I bought this brand new.
You can see the difference between here and here. You can see a fade difference from having the sunlight right there. So that's going to be one of the cool things down the line is that you're not going to have to worry about the fade on this toolbox. It doesn't matter where you put it in your garage. Now, I'm not going to lie, after looking at this box, I'm pretty jealous. I know I work for SP Tools and everything, but
you don't have one yet.
I don't even have one yet.
Yeah.
So this guy, he's smiling ear to ear on this thing. I'm glad you're excited about it. I really am.
I couldn't sleep last night, actually, knowing that this thing was finally going to be put up. Really, really pumped.
Now, how long do you think it's going to take for you to actually get everything organized into it?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Like, again, I couldn't sleep last night because I couldn't stop thinking about where I was going to put everything. So I think it's probably going to take me about 2 or 3 days to really figure out how I want to do this. This is the fun part.
Yeah, that is a lot of the fun part. Then you get to go through all of your old tools and everything over there. You know, you got to go through all of that stuff and figure out what you really need, what you really want, and then maybe buy some more tools.
Hey,
right?
We always need to.
We've got more room for more tools now.
That's right. I mean, how many pairs of shoes does my wife have?
There we go. That's what we're talking about. Now, this thing does not just come in this one color, as you know, I'm not exactly a green fan, but you know, to each his own.
Come on, green with the chrome.
It is pretty fancy, but these larger boxes, we also have them in different sizes as well. In the 59 and the 73-inch models, they come in 4 different colors. Well, yeah, I guess so. We've got green, we've got red, we've got blue, we've got black, and then there's also a flat black option as well. And then in trim, for those, we have chrome, we have black, we have red and blue trim. So all the different trim options for those different colors, all in stock available as well. The boxes, they actually do come in 4 different sizes. We do have a 36-inch series, we've got a 42-inch series, we've got a 59 and a 73-inch box as well. So 4 different kinds. The smaller 2 ones do come up with a top box with a hutch that kind of opens to the top. And then the top 2 tier ones, they come with the hutch on the top and the option for the lockers on the side of them as well. So lots of different options for you guys to choose from. And what's really awesome about it is the pricing of these things. Now, normally you would think a setup like this from the big manufacturer is going to cost around about $15,000, $17,000, depending on the little options. You have to add the lights, you have to add the actual stainless top, you have to add that all in. Now for this one, MSRP for the main part of the box is going to be like $4,000, $4,700. Don't quote me exactly. I'll have the link in the description for all of that. You've got the top section. That one's going to come in at like $1,900, and then $1,500, something like that for the cabinet. So you're sitting at right around $7,000 for that one. And if I know we're running a special right now over at SP where if you get both cabinets, the bottom and the top, that one's going to run $89.95. So under $9,000 is the most expensive version of these boxes that you can purchase. I'd say that's pretty freaking amazing for what you're getting out of this.
Well, that's right. And the value, and on top of the reason why I went after the SP Tool line, is the fact that the steel is actually thicker.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's important.
That 14.5 gauge steel, you're not going to be able to beat it up. As hard as you are on
It's a good value, it really is.
So we've got the value, we've got the selection for you guys to be able to choose from. It's exciting to see this new lineup of toolboxes come to the U.S. and the U.S. market here. I know some of the guys were a little bit disappointed with the original Australian models of toolboxes, and like I said, those were for the Australian guys. So now we've got these specific U.S. models just for you guys, because this is the kind of stuff that you wanted to see. All right, guys, that's about all the information that we've got for you today. Wanted to keep this one nice, short, and sweet, and just the information on the toolboxes. One of the other things that we wanted to point out for you was that the code RUSTBELT is still good over at SP Tools USA site. What's that get you? That gets you 10% off of anything on the SP Tools USA site. That even includes these toolboxes. How cool is that one? That if you wanted to get these boxes, even the one with the other cabinet, $89.95, plus you're going to get an additional 10% off of that, I'd say that's a pretty awesome deal. I'm pretty excited about that one being able to do it. Also wanted to say thank you to Josh today for being able to show us his awesome new purchase here and how amazing it actually looks. Appreciate it, buddy.
No problem.
All right, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave those down in the comments below. It's about all we got. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, you guys stay awesome.